In this tutorial, we'll go over the devices page that's found here under the management section in the portal. So once you've clicked on that, it will take you to this page. This will be a list of all the devices that have historically been associated with your organization. And if a device has Assembly Copilot running currently, along with a user logged in, it will show up here. In this case, I have a device that I'm logged into with Assembly Copilot running, and it's called Tyler Legion. It's shown here. You can filter here by active devices, inactive devices, or starred. And I'll show you in just a minute how to star a device. There will be a brief overview of information here, such as showing you the device name, if it's running any operation here, the current activity associated with that device. So if it's uploading videos or something like that. The mode, there's a few key modes that will be shown here depending on the status that you select. Under actions, there's a few options. You can restart Assembly Copilot on that edge device by clicking on this button. You can also click on this button to show you a live feed, with the cameras that are set up and attached to our software there. You can edit the device name. So should you want to change the device name to something else, you can easily do so, and then just click on Update Device Name and it'll be updated. You can click on Edit Email and add an email there, and you will get notifications at that point if the device is offline. In addition, I'll skip over Edit for a second. Delete here. If you want to delete a device from your organization, you can click on this. I recommend that you only do this if you're very confident that you want to remove that device from your organization. But to click on Edit here, and this is where the bulk of the settings are found. Here in the top right is how you can change it from a starred device or an unstarred. And when a device is starred, it will come to the top of the list for all your devices, and in addition to where you can just filter by starred devices. So if you're going to be interacting with one device a lot more than others, and you want to make it a little easier to find, you can just start right here. There's a little bit of device information here, the version of Assembly Copilot that's running there, information on your operating system, your GPU, etc. So we'll go down here, and you may need to, you can collapse or expand the options here. But looking under Operation Manager, this is where you can select the task that you want to run there. So, after a model is ready, you can select it here. And you can, in this case, once you've changed task, you need to go ahead. I've selected the task I want to run, and I'm going to click on Apply to Device. And as the pop-up here says, at that point, once you've clicked on Apply to Device, the model information will be sent to that edge device. Any files, if necessary, will be updated, and then it will be ready and waiting for your next selection. So in this case, I've selected Test Task 25, and it's in idle mode. Some other options here for mode, recording. So this is for if you want to just set the software to where it will just record video. And this is used with gathering data to train models with, also known as record training set, right? In this case, it will cut up sections of video 2.5 minutes long and upload those to the cloud. And you can annotate those as needed, or those will be used to improve models in the future. The other option here is guidance. And this is once a model has been trained and is ready to go, you can select guidance here. And again, click on Apply to Device. And at that point, the software will check to make sure that the model is up to date, and start running it there. And at that point, the Assembly Copilot will be monitoring the process and notifying in real time if there's any missteps, as well as gathering analytics. The default that I would recommend here is guidance plus trace, and this will be the setting that you should use most of the time. But this will make sure that in addition to that live guidance, you will also get videos of each cycle as they're completed, bundled up and sent to the cloud for you to review as needed. So once you've made the settings, there's a couple other options here. Under administrative tools, there's a few options. Manage online. When this is on, it will slightly enhance. When this is on, I should say, this makes it to where most of the changes to the device will be done just through the portal only. If this is off, there's a limited number of options that are available there at the edge through the user interface. In 99% of the time, I recommend that you manage online. So there's maybe some special conditions where you want to not have that selected, in which case, we can discuss those in another video. Enable auto updates. So with this toggled, Assembly Copilot will be able to automatically update with the latest security features, as well as software features and enhancements. Enable translation. So this makes it to where if you do have an alternative translation that you've created under defined operation, it will be displayed here. I should say it will be displayed at the edge device. Under advanced guidance settings, there's a few more things here. You can click blur face, and this will blur faces of anyone who's being monitored by Assembly Copilot. AI visualization, so this setting will create overlays depending on how the model has been defined. So it can, for example, show you when it's detecting faces for blurring. It can show you when it's detecting hands in real time. Most of the time this is turned off and only turned on whenever we're assessing model performance and just getting started with the process. But after we feel pretty good about where it's at, this will be turned off most of the time. And here is the projector setting, so you can turn this on if you plan on using a projector there on that device to assist in providing active guidance to any operators. There's a few more options down here. Enable camera. So with this on, it will show the live feed of what the cameras are seeing there in the Assembly Copilot user interface. Should you want to, you can turn that off, and it will not show the live feed of the camera on the user interface, but there will still be, the cameras are still working. That's how the models are running and detecting the process. And as well, you will still have trace videos available after each cycle, as long as you have trace selected, even if enable camera is turned off here. So again, this just refers to the camera feed that's found on the user interface at the edge. If you want to turn the cameras off, you can still utilize that section of the screen if you click on Enable Step Illustrations. And in this case, as was probably shown in Define Operation, you can upload videos to be displayed with each step, maybe as a supplement to explaining how to do that step, or you can upload images perhaps of what a part looks like or the orientation of a part, or you can display text in that area instead, such as it could be torque settings or some other critical information that you want to display. And the last section here is show hide task steps. And so with this off, you'll have a much smaller list of steps displayed there at the edge through Assembly Copilot. So you will see just the current step that's being detected. the next step that is expected, as well as a list of any potential issues, so skip steps, that sort of thing. With this on, you'll get a much larger, the full list of steps will be shown there on the left hand of the screen, left hand side. So you can turn this on if you want that full list, or turn it off if you just want a more focused user interface. But overall, the key here is to select the model that you want, select the current mode. So, and most of the time that will be guidance plus trace after models have been developed. Any settings, what those look like, and then you'll click on apply to device. At that point, those changes to settings will be communicated to the device that's running at the edge with Assembly Copilot. Again, it may take up to a minute sometimes, depending on your network speed, for those settings, the setting changes to go through. But at that point, the edge device will be running with those settings in place. So that's just a brief overview, as I said, of the devices page found here in the portal. Yeah, do reach out if you have any questions, or if there's anything else you need to know. Thank you.